Okay. I think it's good now. Let me make sure everything is good to go. It's the first time trying to stream two at the same time, so I'm a little all over the place right now, but we'll get there. Okay, okay. That should be good enough. What we need to do. Oh, that's actually one of the things we want to do is get that. Need to release it. We got the Dark Moon Fair saved up, so we'll probably save that for another time. Maybe when we're trying to level in 2 days. I guess it's like I don't know, oh, like a day and a half now. It's almost that time. And then put them back in there. We have both. Maybe we should try to get the Ashenvale rallying cry. I have no idea what it's at. Let's swing over there and see what the percentage is. I think that's the next coin we need to get to, anyways. In our adventure. Well, we do have to come here. Oh, that's gonna be a bitch. That is going to be a bitch to get that one. Cause like, yeah, either way you're getting fucked up there. Okay, we have that flight path, so I'm not too concerned. The winter spring one shouldn't be that bad. But first, yeah, let's go to Ashenvale real quick. Oh, okay, that makes it a lot easier. The other day they didn't have I think I just need to update Questy to see the rest of these. I have all these flight paths, so it shouldn't be that bad. But ones like this just suck. Like these spirit healers are fake. I swear to God. I don't know, maybe for Horde you can res there, but like I'm pretty sure the only one. Yeah, even if you have the flight pass, there are. Oh, we got to go into Horde territory too. It's about to get wild. Okay, let's go to Ashenvale first. Let's go to Ashenvale. So what's our plan of action for getting these coins today? They're all so far away. Like you just have to run through so much shit to get them. Is it worth it? No, probably not, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's start with I mean, for most people don't have the flight pass though, so it's not that bad. I think yeah, we do have all the flight pass. It's just these triple ones. It's such a pain in the ass. All right, it'll be fun though. It'll be fun though. See the most optimal routes we can take to get there. Yeah, let's get this one in Ashenvale while we're flying over it. Because we got three already. I can't remember which three we got. Um, I think we got a Ratchet one, Teldrassil one, and maybe the Moonglade. I'm not even sure. That's fine though. It would be on the list if you couldn't see it. Most of these don't look that bad. The problem is going to be up here. And of course, like the ones that are like in horde towns are going to be pretty brutal. Okay. Yeah, because with all the other quests, might be getting a little revered action with Stormwind. Maybe buying something there might be might be useful. I don't know. Okay, let's keep on going to Ashen Vale. Okay. Google me. Okay, there we go. All right, we got everything set up. We're coming out live from Kick and YouTube, trying out, trying to see what it's like. I feel like it's one of those things where like you might as well, if you're gonna stream, you might as well do both. I mean, doing Twitch was very simple, but obviously it's about to get shut down here. All right, so right now we're just checking the Ashen Vale one, but we're also just checking to see. Okay, so they changed. Oh, they already changed the Battle for Ashenvale thing. The Battle for Ashenvale occurs at 8 p.m. Or I'm sorry, 1 p.m. and every 3 hours after. So what would that put it at? Does it mean realm time? Okay, I imagine it's realm time. Oh, what's the math on that? I don't know. I don't know what the math is. All right, let's put our brains together here. So 1 p.m. and then it's 4 p.m., 7 p.m., and then 10 p.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m. Okay, so that's gonna be like an hour and a half. Oh man, I'm a dumbass. Well, we had to fly here anyways though, so it's not that big a deal. I'm just trying to think the best way to get this one. Because the problem is like this road right here, you die a ton of times. But to go to the south one, you have to like run here and then go up. And I don't know which one saves more time. So let's just go for. Let's grab this one. We'll just fly and run to see how that goes. It might not be too bad. I just know there's wolves and shit, wolves and bears on the road at the top, so you're gonna die a bunch doing it. All right, we're racking up the coins. Only like 40 more to go. Actually, I think some of the people were saying that the ones are outside of the instance. Like people thought they weren't inside the instance. Okay, let's just fly. Jesus. Okay, we don't have a choice. I don't know if it's 5 minutes of flying. It might have just been faster to run from the south and up here. I don't know. I feel like either way that might be faster. I don't know. Either way we're gonna die a bunch, so there's not too much we can do about it. So let's fly on over there and see what it's all about. So we run up and get that one. And then we fly to, we have the Everlook one. We're definitely gonna die a couple times picking that one up, but it's not gonna be that long to get it. That one's not too bad. The one inside Ogremore, obviously that's definitely gonna be a bitch. I'm thinking about this one though. I feel like there's just a bunch of like Ashara does have like a bunch of yellow mobs in it, so probably not everything's gonna aggro, but I know there's giants right there. I think there's red or aggressive hippogriffs that fly around right there. So that's gonna be a little annoying to get. Of course, we have to go inside Ogremar. You just come in from the west, but it's like it's a death there. I mean, yeah, with no mount, there's really no fast way to get through there. Either way, you're just gonna get destroyed whenever you walk through. And then we head on south because I think when we, oh man, I think when we die in Ogremar, it puts us in the Razor Hill one. So it's like you die and walk all the way to Ogremar. Die. Oh man, that might fucking suck. To come to think of it. Okay, Barons, easy, easy. Mulgore, easy. At least, I mean, that one's kind of annoying. I mean, it's not that bad if you come in through the north one. Okay, Desolace. Desolace is going to be pretty bad. I don't know. I think most of those ones are pretty low. So it's not too bad. Hey, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, my friend? Just playing a little World of Warcraft on this fine evening. What's going on with you, my man? Well, what's going on? I hope you can hear me well. I don't know. I don't know how loud. I don't know. I don't know if this is loud enough. Still getting used to the whole YouTube streaming. Oh. Yay, G, my man. Like I said, you never forget the legends. It's crazy because that was almost like 2 years ago now. It's funny because I just watched a one of the pro soccer Korean tournaments like 2 days ago. I don't know if you still ever watch any of it. Yeah, I wasn't able to stream for a long time, but I'm trying to do it again. Yeah, do you watch any streams on Chijik? I saw that's where a lot of the Korean people are streaming now. I'm thinking about trying to stream some Korean stuff on there. I think on February 19th, I think everybody can start streaming, not just the big ones. So I think I'm gonna try. So we'll see how it goes. Because I do have a World of Warcraft Korean account that I play on sometimes. So I think it'd be funny to play on that server. Try to meet some more Korean friends, learn some more Korean. I think it'll be fun. They do have a lot of League of Legends players. The thing is, I've never played League of Legends. I think maybe one time in my whole life I've played League of Legends. So that could also be fun trying to learn how to play League of Legends because I know I would be so bad at it. It'd be fun. It'd be fun trying to get better at it though. I don't know. I don't know what people are playing in Korea these days. The problem is when we die, we go to this spirit healer, and it's not even that big of a shortcut because you got to run through this. I don't know. Let's just stick to the road and see how far we can make it. And see, I don't know. I feel like we should have just went south and ran up. Either way, look at this guy. Oh yeah, this dude's about to come get my ass. Okay, it's not aggro from as far as I thought. Maybe we just die and take red sickness here. Oh, we might not have a choice here, fellas. Might not have a choice, but look at the dodges. This guy can't daze me. All right. So do we just go through here? I feel like the last time I tried to do this when I was getting the flight pass. Can you get through? I think this is the problem. Like last time I tried to go up through here and it was just. Oh no, there's a hole. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think we do that. I mean, obviously we're gonna die a bunch. There's a ton of elemental people here, but I still think it's gonna be a shortcut in the long run. So let's just try that and see how far we can make it. This was, I think this was the worst flight path out of all of them to get by far. Like this one, like you just get put on a like a 2-minute cooldown like the whole fucking time. It is pretty rough. The thing is, I know like whenever the next phase comes out, I mean like you don't need to get all these coins. It's not like it's anything super special, but I would just like to do it. I'd like to just get out the way. Because obviously whenever the next phase comes out, you don't want to spend the whole time doing this. Because after I saw that the vendor from the Stranglethorn Vale vendor was already up, and I don't know the exact conversion of how much like money you need to get the things, like the bloody coins and stuff, but it looks like you're gonna do a lot of STV event to eventually get enough. Which I think I think it should be fun. I just wonder how much like how much is going to be exploited. I just don't know like what's going to stop you from going there with your friends and rather than grouping up with your friends, just like farming off them. Like, hey bro, like hey, I'll let me kill you. Maybe like the because the event's every 3 hours and it's like, "Oh, for the first event, let me kill you." You know, like let me kill you for the whole 30 minutes. And then the next time, okay, now it's your turn. You can kill me for 30 minutes. I wonder how that's gonna work. I thought that dude was trying to kill my. I'm so low level. He ran to my ghost. Yeah, like yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be like diminishing returns on the coins. If possibly it's gonna work like that. Uh-oh. We're kind of close to getting there. uh, but yeah, I wonder if that's what's gonna happen. If there's gonna be diminishing returns on it, like you can't just kill like the same person 20 times in a row. Either way, I mean, at least that this one's like actually fostering PvP. But it was really interesting to see how the Ashenvale event, because I got reviewed in the first week off of it, and just it was kind of fun on coming on alts and seeing how different people were doing it as time went on. Like nowadays the meta's kind of running there. Like whoever kills Shredder or Rune for Horde, you kind of are both going to wipe the other one out right afterwards. So in a twist of fate, there actually ends up being, even though you're killing PvE objectives, there was still quite a bit of PvP against other people that ended up being by the end of it. So it wasn't that bad. At the very beginning when I first did it, it was pretty terrible because you would just everybody was on bonfire, and I guess or Moonwell depending on what faction you play, but it would just be everybody standing on bonfire, and then you could just kill the boss before killing the lieutenants, and then you could just like server like layer hop between all of them, and it was just it definitely wasn't what the developers like had intended whenever they made that. But that's not to say there were still like a ton of like wide scale battles, the big battles, because that was really fun when it first came out, like seeing the big 40 versus 40s. But as cool as the idea of a 40 versus 40 is, it's really like not actual like quality PvP, you know. Like the idea of it is sick, but really it's just like, yeah, like whatever range starts lagging first. and gets caught out in the front, and then you just start getting picked off slowly. So that's why I like that they're trying to de like make it to where people aren't getting rewarded as well if they are in larger groups for the STV event. Because I think just smaller scale PvP will fare a lot better. I think it's just so much more fun like that. I mean, I also say that as a Warlock main, where usually I have the upper advantage if I'm PvP spec'd. Because like right now, like when I'm in my raid spec, I have, I mean, obviously we have res sickness, but I have like 800 health, and it's, you know, you're missing not having instant corruption. Like when I was doing the battlegrounds or the Warsong Gulch Exalted grind, not having the instant corruption was really ass. To be honest, it was really, it felt really bad to not have that. And of course, like if you're PvPing, you can't use like these straight fire spell damage things, you know. So you actually have to mix it up a little bit to have some health. But Drain Life is absolutely busted. And Haunt is a very fun one. Obviously, when I'm raiding, I never get to use Haunt, but it is it's really fun to use actually. Even just leveling when I was leveling the guy for the first time, it was really fun trying to get as much value as you could after it. Like putting it at the end of right when it's about to, like knowing you're gonna get that health back, and trying to like put it on an enemy at the end and trying to get that extra tick out of it. I think it's really fun to use, but yeah. All that to say, I am looking forward to the STV PvP. I think that'll be fun. I mean, I think that's the play. If you're trying to rush as fast. Yes, Yeji, thanks for, yeah, it was good to see you, bro. Fighting. Yeah, maybe you can see me on Chijik one of these days. Hopefully I can be over there soon. Thanks, bro. It was good to see you again. Really nice to see old friends. Even after like 2 years, it's crazy when you think about it. But yeah, I think the STV will be pretty cool. See, I just noticed that these runes is already updated, which is pretty nice. I saw a lot of people were saying that the buff was on here earlier. The or not the buff. Well, yeah, I guess it is the experience buff was on here. I mean, all my characters are maxed, but I do have one more Warlock that I'm trying to get up for like summoning purposes. Because that's how I made a lot of my golden classic. But these days, it kind of used to be like a niche thing, like summoning people. But now that's like most of the chat that you see these days is people trying to summon around. So it's crazy how like prevalent that is now. If you're not buying gold, that's the thing. I've never bought gold, but when you're paying for 3 accounts and summoning, it's like it's kind of like one. To be honest, you know, it's like one step away from buying gold. Obviously, like I still need to do activities in the game. That's a difference. You know, I'm not buying gold off bots, but when you're paying for 3 accounts, it's like like you're paying $45 a month to make gold. So, I mean, to be honest. Obviously, it's definitely more, like, it's not as, you know, it's not as bad as buying gold, but, you know, like, I still have to do stuff. You still have to get shards and prepare all your characters and whatnot. But it's like buying gold with extra steps. But it's not against terms of service. That's all you can say is it's not against TOS. I need to find a more consistent way to make money though, because there seems like they're trying to add a couple gold sinks in here. Well, kind of. I mean, I saw that it seems like they're hinting at that they're trying to do dual spec eventually later. So and he was kind of like coy with it, saying, you know, start making money now, or I think he said something like saving his money, and even the mount cost. Last time I was in Eastvale logging camp, the mounts were like 16 gold or something. It seems like they went back to their original cost, which I'm perfectly fine with. I mean, even if I wasn't, I mean, obviously as a warlock, it's really easy to say like, oh, who gives a fuck about the price. But you know, even as a warlock, I think that's a good. I mean, classic is all that mount is like the most iconic thing of WoW. of classic WoW at least. Obviously on the other versions you get it super early. It kind of diminishes how it feels when you're getting at 20 for super cheap. But yeah, and I saw that they had that where you could change the Void Pearl now for 75 gold. Which, I mean, a lot of people are bitching about the price. Understandably, I mean, that's a huge gold sink. And really, it feels like it's only, like, going after a class like a Druid. Or, maybe with a Shadow Priest. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people made Priest because they wanted to play Shadow Priest. But then Shadow Priest ended up being really ass. So they just kind of healed for their guild just to, you know, be slightly effective at least. And now that they want to go Shadow for the next phase when it's better, you know, level 40 and all the talents and everything, and the new runes, you know, you're paying 75 to get it. It's kind of brutal. But again, that's another like very classic thing where you are, the decisions you make are pretty important. I mean, I don't know if something is supposed to like replace this before 40, or if at 40 it just stays, you know, at 40 it just stays bis. So you feel like you have to pay 75. That's the, like if you pick the healing one, it's kind of like I don't even know what to say if you pick the healing one, because like all of the classes can like still do pretty good damage. So I kind of like this one. Even like on my priest, this is what I picked. I didn't even pick the healing one. I picked the one that still did some damage, because I feel like you just like the druid definitely like healing on your druid with what's that chest one called, Fury of the Storm Rage, where you just cast the rats nonstop. I mean, that's what you're doing as your filler like the whole time. So you get a lot of damage out of that. The dots like Void Plague on the priest is so cheap and is a pretty good dot actually. And using penance in between, you know, and obviously mage. I feel like if you went, I don't even know how the healing works, or like how the healing stat works on, if it only works for regeneration and mass regen, or if it also works with the attacks that you do. But I feel like if you're a mage, you definitely went this one. So 75. I mean, 75 is a huge ask. I mean, me like right now, I have like 120 gold, and really I just did quest at max level, and that's really all I did to make my gold. I haven't really done any farms or anything, and at no point did I feel like I needed more gold. But again, that's coming from the perspective of a warlock. If you were someone like a rogue, or someone who wanted the ring, one of the bis rings for the druids and rogues, then you would definitely want to have some way to make money, constant income, because once those once those quests run up, it's kind of like that's it. Okay, we are almost there. I still see these fucking oozes on the on the road though. Like I said, I mean, I'm trying to make it as entertaining as I can while playing it. I mean, I know it's just me running to my death over and over again, but you know, I figured I'd just stream, and why not? Hopefully someone's watching and we can have some conversations at least about the game. Because I feel like I might as well turn the stream on. I don't know exactly where this dude is though. I know he's not in Jadenar. We are almost there though. I don't know. Maybe I should look up a video where this dude is, because like every time, like we really can't afford to walk around and die to find the dude. Every time it's an extra 3 minutes every single time. What's his name? Elder Nightwind. All right, let's see what's going on with Elder. Cross the Bay of Jannar and turn north. Go up the hill, and he's in some ruins. I really didn't know there was any runes up here. I wonder what kind of runes they're talking about. I swear, I really don't think I've ever seen that before. I've done a lot of exploring in classic or in era and stuff. Maybe we're about to learn something new. We are almost back. Maybe that's the last road death. I think we're far enough away from this ooze that we should at least be able to escape this one. Even this dock right here, I probably have never stood on that. And it's still, even when we get here, it's still. Okay, let's, I don't know, maybe we should do a little exploring while we're dead. I know it's kind of a waste, but can we just run through this? I see some bears already. Nightwind the Elder looks to be. Oh, no shit, there are some runes up there. And kind of down here as well. Alright, that's cool. I've never seen that. Isn't there... I guess... I'm sure Horde... I probably sound crazy, because I'm pretty sure there's a Horde spot right there. And people have seen that like a million times and think I'm talking crazy. I think when we get this, we just hearth. I think that's as good of a... Because running back out of these graveyards is going to take forever. Looks like we have a couple more bears to run through. Maybe this is the final bear. Some big time dodges right here. Wait a minute. No days at least. I say that right as he dazes. Okay, hopefully for all of our sakes, that is the final one. And it's like as far away from the both graveyards as you can possibly get. I'm telling you, this is the worst zone in the game for low characters. Nothing with like I said, getting the flight paths on here was by far the worst one. So while we walk, okay. I'm trying to think what else we could possibly do to prepare for the rest of the phase. I really don't think there's much of anything. I think we're trying. I think the guild's trying to do like a run the second the phase comes out, a run of BFD, I should say, to try to just get that initial boost of experience. It sounds like it's gonna be like 70% at that. I mean, to be honest, I feel like I should just do that like on all of my alts. Log everybody in so that rested starts like pumping up, and just doing that raid. I mean, because a lot of mine don't have gear either. But I'm gonna, even if I'm 40, I still might need to do that if some of these pieces aren't better. But at least then you can do it with less people. I mean, surely I've seen a video of a warlock soloing like the first 4 bosses of BFD. So I can only imagine at level 40 you could probably do a pretty decent chunk of it. All right. Oh, there's one more. Oh my god, of course there's one more fucking bear there. And a wolf. We'll probably pull that wolf on the left by the time we get there as well. All right, the end is near, folks. The end is near. Only one more fucking 20-minute walk back, and then we should be able to get this coin. In the meantime, yeah, that's the thing, man. I was watching I was at work today, so I couldn't do the raid with my guild, but I was watching them run. And of course, like they kill Kelris, and the two of the items you need drop, and it's just so soul crushing. Like obviously, it would be nice to get the pants off of Akuma or Akumai, but these ones like aren't that much worse. Because I think the pants are like what 11. Hopefully they're 11. If they're 14, you know, double, double all. Like obviously feels so much worse not having it. Okay, it's only 11, so like that one's not that much worse. But I think everybody in my guild has it. I don't, it doesn't matter now. I'm saying this like we're gonna be running it with other people. But yeah, Kelris. The neck obviously would be nice. I mean, we've seen this defense one so many times. It's not even funny. It's absolutely fucking insane how many times we've seen that. We did get the gloves though. And again, they've had that satchel drop like twice with like nobody to get it, which is also tough. I mean, as somebody, I know a lot of people think it's not even worth using a satchel, just because, or using anything where you're losing bag space for only one thing. Usually, I agree with that. Like, I would never use the mining bags, for example, that have a lot of um that like a 20 slot mining bag or something, because yeah, like how often are you going to be carrying around like 20 of those? You know, even herbs, like even if you're running around picking herbs, I feel like it's not that valuable. But this one, I think this one's good. Like I think you should, like if you're doing a tin man, you need like 11 runes right there to give everybody a hellstone and to give one soulstone. So that's 11 right there. And then if anybody needs a summon, you're going to need at least one more. So that's your 12 slot bag right there. You just went through your 12 slots. And it kind of like encourages you to like have them ready and have them ready to use. Okay, I don't know how fast this is going to auto, or if it's going to auto, since it's not like turning in the quest. So let's try this. Nightwind, give me that shit. All right, we can die in peace now. We are done with this spot at least. So I think we just res here and Hearthstone. Going anywhere here, it takes so fucking. That's probably the worst one in the game. Actually, that's probably not true because this Ogremar one, I'm pretty sure when you die, you get sent back out to Razor Hill. So that one is gonna suck as well. So we will just Hearthstone and fly to our next location, which I think is going to be Winter Spring. So we will fly over to Winter Spring. We have all the flight pass already. So that part is not too big of a problem. And it's pretty close to the... Okay, that one doesn't look that bad. Obviously, we're going to die when we get that second one. But after Fellwood, I'm perfectly fine with that. So let's hop on the flight path and hope it's not 10 minutes. But I think we know... Who the fuck... I've turned in the bones so many times that I'm talking to the wrong person. All right, let's fly to Winter Spring and see what we can do here. So we land there. Elder Stone Spire's dead center, and then we got to run to these. What is this place called? Some Elvish shit. But yeah, go get this one. Not too bad. Okay, once we finish that one, what is our next point of attack? I think the next one would have to be Ashara. Which, this is also going to suck. Actually, maybe this won't... I don't know. I was like, oh, we can just Spirit Res when we get here, but I think that's off the cliff. And then, at that point, to get back up, I think you have to, like, run back. I don't know. This always confuses the fuck out of me. Ashara looks sick, but... And the mobs are pretty cool, too, to be honest. See, this is what they need. This is what we need, a little level 60 action. I'm pretty sure... Didn't they show this door in some of the BlizzCon material? That would be cool if we got a little Furball grade. And something happened here last time when I tried to run through here. I feel like this looks like something you can go through, but it's not actually. Like you have to climb up, whatever. We'll try it anyways. But yeah, getting to this, obviously there's gonna be a bunch of deaths here. I don't think it's that congested though, because there are a lot of mobs here, like the stags and shit, or the Yeah, the stags and the deer and everything that are yellow. So it should not be that bad to get them. So that's exactly what we're gonna try next. And then once we finish with that, all we can do is try to go to Ogremore. Run through. Let me confirm that Alliance can pick that up. Before I run it, because if I get to this dude after 20 deaths and I can't even get it off of him, I will actually cry. What's his name? Elder Darkhorn. I'm fairly certain you can though, because like all of these dudes are neutral. It's not like they're okay. Yeah, you can definitely get it. Just wanted to confirm. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so we are almost there. Okay, this one looks pretty easy. Now, this one doesn't look that bad. Mulgore, this one's not bad at all. And honestly, Thunder Bluff is nothing compared to these. Like, this one's probably honestly like a 3-deather. Like, you go to the top, you die. Maybe get right here, die. Okay, maybe 4. But that run's not that bad because you just come right here. I know that spot very well after trying to get Dark Moon Fair. Now, Desolace, it's a pretty decent run, but all things considered, it's not that bad because the road is fairly safe, and the mobs are only like level 30 and stuff. So I might like you can probably run through a lot of them, and even fear. I should be able to fear some. So that one should not be that bad. Barons, these are nothing. Those are super cake. Feralis. Man, I'm pretty sure I saw like a post on Reddit that showed that all of these guys are outside. I don't know about all of them actually. I know for a fact the Maradon one is there. I saw a picture of that today of the Maradon one. And I'm pretty sure someone said the same with ZF. So if that's the case, I imagine all of them are just going to be standing outside right now. And with that being said, getting to this one's going to be a pain in the ass. Because it's a long run through there. That is a brutal run to get through all of them. Looks like the Spirit Healers. Okay, oh, it's not going to be that bad. We're going to die a lot, but we have that. A pretty close graveyard, so that's not bad at all. Okay, the fact that we have the flight pass means most of this shouldn't be that bad. Jesus, man, they just put him like as far as away from everything. I feel like Eastern Kingdoms isn't going to be as bad. I guess we'll see about that. It depends on how far this dude is inside Sunken Temple. If he's just standing at the top of it, it's fine, but if the dungeons that are layers, it's not as like if you can go under, at least you can res. And that one is a couple. If he's standing at the entrance, it's not that bad. This is like my first time playing with sound, and I guess this is exactly what I thought a goblin town would sound like. Okay, so this one's free. So we are cool with that. So let's talk to our boy here. Where's Elder Brightspear? Oh, that's kind of cool. And they tell you where the next one is? Kelthorel, that's what the name of it was. I knew it was some weird night elf shit. Okay. That one doesn't look that bad. There might be some of the flying Komaras like in between us, but once we get there, it's not that bad. I wonder if they have the invasions going on. I don't remember when the invasions started coming. That's not hardcore. Like if you play hardcore and you come here, like the invasion's always going on because there's just no reason for anybody to ever kill that guy, and it just goes forever. we might be able to sneak past the majority of these. Oh, I said that, and then we pulled from a mile away. Can we outlast the run, though? If we tank 2 hits, we're good. Okay, that's 1 hit. Okay, that's fine. That's not bad at all. This is when playing a gnome hurts, though. At least if we were Night Elf, we'd be speeding through this right now. And if we were human, we would just be getting more rep for all of these, which would also speed that up. I don't know. I did see. I think I saw a post today saying that the that green fluorescent mount that they gave to that guy in vanilla, like the rarest mount that only one person got, was data mined or changed or something. That would be cool if it was from a raid boss. That would be sick. Usually, I'm all for the Meccano Striders. I'm a big Meccano Strider simp. But now that we can get Raptors, I mean, I love Raptors ever since a kid. Like when I first got into WoW and Vanilla, you know, my brother's friend had a level 60 Shaman troll, and it was just the coolest thing in the world to me. So, you know, dude just run around on a Raptor. Because the thing is, like, for the Alliance one, it's like another Tiger one. And I know a lot of people like the Tigers. I don't think the Tiger's bad, but it's not super interesting to me. Like even the Winter Spring, I mean the Winter Spring one is pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie. That one is pretty nice, just because of the color scheme on it. But I don't know. I kind of like that because I think the one that you get from the STV event is someone I saw a post today of the guy who was up and you can see his inventory. I don't know if they fixed that since then, but like that one, that the color of that one is like tan, and it doesn't look bad. Especially I think those ones don't have the saddle on them, so I mean it looks pretty cool. But you have to, I feel like you have to go Raptor there, don't you? What do you guys think? You guys going Raptor or? I mean, if you can get both, obviously, then I just don't know. I don't know what the conversion is for the blood money because I saw in the picture that the mounts, both of them were 1 gold coin. So if it takes 100 copper coins to make 1 silver one and 100 silver one, it's like, man, you're gonna have to do that so much for one of them. Oh, I almost fucked that up. I was like, if I die again, I'm gonna cry. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that. Okay, that's not bad at all. Now we must go to. I think the next play that we can go to is going to Ashara. So let's fly to Cowardice Point and run east for a while. I really don't know what the best route for this one is. Ashara is not my favorite to traverse through, but we will see what works. Like I said, I feel like this is fake. Or you have to like climb up the mountain a little bit and then jump off on the side. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like anytime I try to run here, it doesn't actually work as well. But we will try that. And then the Ogre one should be fun. Yeah, the rest of these ones don't seem too bad. I feel like this one's gonna suck though. Because I mean, this one's not bad. Like, okay, so we would start here. You can get here pretty easily from swimming, because I think that's how I did it the first time when I collected all the flight pass. So that you get that one, and then you come right here, you die right here, and then just spirit res pick this up. But the problem is, actually, I don't think you spirit res here. I'm pretty sure when I did it, I was coming in Darashire. And the thing is, even if you get this one, what's the best thing to do? It might just be to run back and fly. But that's going to take a long time. Because here, you die. On this one, the roads are fucked. There's like no safe way to go about it. And every time you die, I think I didn't get this spirit healer until I passed Corin's Crossing. So I think you have to get to Corin's Crossing, die, come here, and then make your way across until you get this one. I mean, yeah, that one's good. I can already tell that one's gonna be a while. Silver Pine Forest, not bad. Just come through South Shore. Undercity. Undercity might be a pain in the ass. At least we have the sewer that we can go through. So maybe it won't be the worst thing. And the Brill one's gonna be super chill. I have Blasted Lands Flight Path. Oh, we have to go down here anyways. Yeah, grab that one, come back up to Swamp of Sorrows. Burnings. What the fuck is this dude doing here? This Burning Steps kind of sucks. Because I think this is the only spirit healer you get. So when you try to go west to get some of this one, it's gonna be kind of brutal. Looks like there's two guys in there. I don't know what they're in front of. We'll have to do a little bit more research before we do that one. Because obviously we want to waste as little time as possible. Which is ironic considering this entire thing just a massive waste of time. Alright, let's try to split the gap here. The problem is on this one, I don't think we get the benefit of having a spirit healer to res us like halfway through. This one is just too low. But maybe you just, I don't know, maybe you just do it there, die, and then try to respawn at the top. I just never know what the best spot is to get back up on these. Okay, the mob density is not as bad. Well, I say that, and then 10 red names pop up. But if we're kind of smart about where we go... Okay, nothing to do with that one. Oh, that is... Oh, I'm like stuck. Oh, there we go. At least we found a safe spot if we were trying to live through the stag wing. Man, we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. I wish I would have started this a little earlier, but I was trying to get ahead of all of my stuff with school. 2 minutes already? I thought we would have like... How are we still at... Like we did winter spring and like flew all the way here and we're still... that's kind of tough. Once we get to the... Man, this one's gonna suck. There's no way around this one. This one is gonna be tough. Deadly strikes, crossbows. I mean that Murloc bag's gonna stay. I think it's gonna stay good. I don't know if we're gonna get another container out of Nomer. I'm so excited for Nomer though. Which is probably the first time that sentence has ever came out of my mouth. Because I will definitely say Nomer is not my favorite dungeon to run. I will say that much. But getting those trip runner dungarees from the quest. That is always nice. that can't be denied. All right. I mean, yeah, this is... There's nothing I can really say about this one. We kind of just gotta chill. If anybody has any video recommendations, please send them my way. There'll definitely be a lot of downtime between here. Um, got about 30 more minutes before we should probably go to sleep. I mean, to be honest, it's gonna be like 30 minutes of this. I don't know. I think if once we get to this one, well, we think we have to take it. I mean, this whole section right here is like full of elites as well. Like super tightly packed elites as well. I don't see too many enemies in front of us right now. If we can just avoid this fella. Okay, maybe we just stick to the cliffs. Can the gnome make the jump? Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. Well, I think you climb this and then fall down. Using demon armor like it's gonna do anything for us. And we just hop down. No, I was hoping. I was hoping there wasn't gonna be anything. Oh man, and there's so many in front of us. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. And we gotta do that run up and jump down every time as well. At least there's like less waiting during that time. Either way, like if we get there before 2 minutes, we have to wait for the 2 minute cooldown. And then if it takes 2 minutes to walk, we don't have to worry about the cooldown. It's a win-win. People still doing BFDs. I've seen quite a bit of them still going. I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people think that it will reset when the patch drops. And that is not the case. But I mean, I think like the average person, of course, everybody wants to get to 40 like relatively quickly, but you know, I mean, the average person, they're not trying to sweat it out like that. So it's just a casual BFD run for them at that point, which ain't there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm just dog shit. So the faster I get to 40, the faster I can go to STV and take advantage by killing level 30s that are questing. I need every bit of advantage that I can get. And I just want to do Nomer. I'm just super excited about the new raid. Get some new loot, see the new encounters. I'm really curious what they're gonna do with trash this time. I mean, on one hand, it is nice just like breezing through the trash and not really having to worry about it. But it would be nice if some of the trash had like any mechanics at all. I'm not saying we need like AQ40 like annoyance, but just something to where at least make like positioning matter. I don't want them to like two tap us, but at least we're something matters on it. I guess it's just how you feel about trash. Because on one hand, I mean, classic. That's kind of what it's known for, right? Just that kind of slower pace. where it makes when you get there feel very rewarding. But if you go overboard like how AQ40 was, where the trash was super annoying, took forever, so much of it, that's when you kind of lose people. But I think having 10 mans keeps people pretty honest. Whereas 40 man, it's like, oh, okay, I'll go to the bathroom right now. I'll throw someone on follow. You used to get that all the time. Like every time we killed, what's the name of it? Twin imps, the twin emperors in AQ40. You just knew, like, I was gonna get 3 whispers saying, "I'm gonna put you on follow real quick," because everybody just knows that it's gonna be. It's just so awful going through that trash after that. But then there's the straight, kind of like the retail mindset of it's just like, okay, then if the trash is going to be like useless and not fun to do and um not an important part of the raid, like, then why even have it? So I mean, there's something to be said about that as well. If you're gonna make it that easy, then why is it there in the first place? I think people just want like a little bit of filler in between their boss fights. 'Cause, I mean, that's what everybody's there for. I don't know. I mean, and trash loot, uh, trash mob loot is, I think it's pretty interesting as well. I know, like, there was nothing that was like crazy good, but it is fun, even when you're doing like, if you're doing a guild run or something like that. Seeing an item drop and either knowing someone's gonna be able to roll on it, or that if whoever wins it can put it on the auction house for a lot, or put it up for the guild auction house to have a little money. So I think it's fun having some of it. Maybe you don't want it to be your bis, but I mean, I remember like that's what was happening with Nax, and people were just killing the trash at the beginning because some of it. I don't think it was bis, but it was just something that was going to be an upgrade at least, which is which is cool that people do that. And by people, I mean it's like all mages and stuff. But people would even make like 40-man groups to just do that shit. Maybe not 40, but you know what I mean. Like they're making big raid groups to do it, like not killing the boss, not locking themselves. Man, I keep thinking we're pretty close to this north one, but it's just not getting closer. It's just not getting closer at all. Okay, we're almost to the point where the 2-minute timer is irrelevant. Because either way it's gonna take us 2 minutes to get there. I think we just run kind of diagonally. Well, as much as we can. At least get us a little bit closer to one of our deaths. Oh, I need that. I know there's an add-on that shows you all of that, like the logout skip one, that kind of breaks the whole map down in like quadrants. I still pulled. Okay, that's fine. We were gonna pull the rogue anyways. Every time I see that owl statue when we res, I just know that just means that we don't have the next one. But as I said, I don't think this next one is very valuable anyways. I don't know. Because I think you can kind of get back up somewhere right here, but either way, we'd have to run through a bunch of murlocs. I don't know. It can't be worse than this shit. I mean, this is as far as away from the Elder as we could be. Let's give it a couple more goes. And surely we'll get the better graveyard at that point. Okay. I don't know. What do y'all think? That looks pretty similar. Maybe like right there. We get the next one. And I think it's like there's like no quest for all these. Like we're just dying to mobs that are just fucking useless. But we gotta do what we gotta do for the coinage. Okay, that thing's max range. So we make a break for it. Oh yeah, we're not in combat. Okay, at least we discovered a lake. I don't know, maybe two or three more. Maybe two or three more. How long does this event go for? I think it's like the end of the month. Let's double check. So the WoW Lunar Festival. Oh, it ends on the 17th. Oh, there's really not a lot of time for this. 17th is kind of like prime phase 2. It's gonna be really hard to justify doing that then. And tomorrow can't stay up too late. You gotta get ready for the next one. Maybe this won't be as bad at 40. Getting to 40 at least. You're not at least you're not aggroing them as far away. I mean, most of them are fine as long as it's not one of the level 60 zones. Either way, this is brutal. I don't know how valuable that spirit healer is going to be. It might fuck us actually. I don't know the best way to get up from there. So even if I do res down there, you're just stuck at the bottom, like trying to find a good way to get up. Because like if our body's still here and we need to get here. Do we have a good route? I don't know. I don't see any enemies. It's looking kind of free right now. I think this spot is around the lake is just straight elites. I know there's some elite camp here soon. Oh, speak of the devil, there they are. So let's try to run around east. Oh, oh my God, this is the most free Ashar has been the whole time we've been here. Wait a minute now. This is a long. I flew too close to the sun. I flew too close to the sun. Why? Why did I just open my fat fucking... No. Oh, that was a safe spot. Wait a minute. We might have found something. Jump into the trees. God, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. That statement is still true. I am still a fucking idiot, but... Like, how good is this for us? So, like, let's say we rest right here. That looks like it goes back up to land. Okay, let's just try that. That looks good. Because I don't think there's really nothing here. I'm pretty sure there's murlocs around here. But if we run this direction... Oh, there's murlocs right there, too. If we run this direction, you can, like, die at the bottom and get up there, maybe? And see less mobs. That's the thing. Even when we get this, though, it's like, what's the best way to get back without the without the Hearthstone? It's just so far away from everything. Okay. Let's try to run like a weird route to get around these dudes. Man, I haven't done these quests in forever. Okay, this looks fairly safe. Minus the huge giant elite in front of us. I don't know, this next res. See, now, even though it's closer, like, we still gotta, like, go up the beach every time we get back to our body. Maybe I'll just ask someone to queue me up for a BG. Get a little Darnassus queue. Oh man, and some dudes getting one of those groups that's trying to push for Exalted still. I am happy I finished that. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. That was pretty bad. If you go back and look at like the Warsong Gulches, it ended up being it was like I was at like 40%, maybe like high 30s until this little run of games. Like most days weren't that bad. I mean, that's the thing, like going against pre-mades, obviously it was super unfun and you were like guaranteed not to get marks out of it, but like at least they were efficient. The worst ones were like the 45-minute losses where we didn't cap anything, we didn't win, like no rep from capping, like it was just so inefficient. I mean, it sucks that's how the system works. And speaking of that, have they already changed how the matchmaking works? I know that they're trying to do like the 5 stacks and less are more likely to go against each other, and same with the 6. They've already done that. That'd be cool. Either way, it'll be nice when like doing the Arathi Basin one, which I don't think the Arathi Basin even had. I don't think the Arathi Basin. No, no, no. We could have actually got some distance on that one. I don't think Arathi Basin ever has anything that's like super good, anyways. But I just want to do it, just to get everything done. Like this. Just like this, where you just put yourself through this hell just to get some coinage. What's it gonna do? Like the 50 coins that we get, it's gonna save us some rune cloth later. I don't know about when you turn in some of these quests. I mean, I definitely want to get some of the engineering recipes. That's my problem. Like I want to get all of the engineering recipes, but that means to do that you need to go gnomish engineering first and then switch afterwards so you can get the devices. But that means like right now all of the engineering recipes I've learned will, be useless at later, which kind of sucks as well. Cuz I tried to do that in classic era because there's one where when you pay like the guild membership or something for the goblins, they have a chance of sending you a pet, because I was trying to collect all the pets, and it's like that little bombling thing. I forget the name of it, but and every week you would just, and it was like 10 gold. I was like sending 10 gold to just get like nothing back in return every single time. And then when you finish that, then you have to switch back to like the opposite engineering, like the gnomish or whatever. You switch back to gnomish, and then again, it's just so brutal. Because leveling engineering is like really expensive. Whenever you have no, when you don't have any of the professions that actually like match up with it. But with all that being said, we are almost there. I knew this one was gonna suck, but this is pretty brutal. I think most of them shouldn't be as bad. That Ungoro Crater one looks pretty awful, to be honest. Because I know how long that walk is. Cause I think you go to this one no matter where you could die over here. I mean that's what happened in Classic. You would just die to like King Mosh or whatever his name is, like that massive Tyrannosaurus Rex or Devilsaur. You would just die to him and then have to then spawn over here, and it was like that's actually like a 7 minute walk. And this guy, I don't know. It looks like he's at the like he's outside, so maybe it's not too bad. You don't have to go down in there. I don't know. I think it slightly clears up from where we are. Let's see. Okay. I mean, we can sit here and wait for him to walk back, and he's just gonna do the exact same. Oh man, there's more in front of him. Oh, that is so brutal. The misery is almost complete, though. Okay, where are we? I can't really tell. I think there's a bridge that goes across. And I think there's Nagas as well. It never gets. I don't know if there was some faster way to go here and then get back up somewhere. I don't know. I just remember doing this and jumping across and flying here to turn in that Iron Forge quest. Even if we get past this Glyphtrick, I mean, I think this is like the last of these big elite rock guys. After we get past that dude, so there's something. Maybe I just ran like a shitty way. Okay, we need this guy to walk. No, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Either way, we're getting fucked up with the swiftness. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. The cliff dude's gonna smack us. Okay, that looks that looks pretty open though. All things considered. The worst part is that the next one's the Ogremar one. At least if you go through like the west entrance, there's. Oh, let's keep going. Let me get a good straight line to run through. At least if we go through when we go through Overmore, I think if we go through this path, like most of this is pretty like guardless. The thing is, usually it's not that bad because you have a mount, and even if there is like one guard, you can kind of like avoid it without getting dismounted. I think there is. I think the Ashenvale event's about to start. Okay, this might be the spot where we're able to like run the most. So we have to yeah, we have to use this time for an advantage. Oh, I didn't even see that bridge the whole time. I mean, that's the bridge we want. This is this is our ticket to freedom right here. Wait a minute. Oh, let's try that again. Okay, didn't pull anything. No more rock giants, I believe. Maybe just some Nagas. And of course some more of these fucking birds. I used to think those mobs were cool. I'm off it now. These death runs have changed my opinion on them. Oh yeah, there's the Nagas. The Raven Crest Monument. Okay, at least I don't know. There's no silver lining. I was just gonna say at least there is. Um, we since we're not res sickness, we can get like take one more hit, but it doesn't even do it. Like when they hit and they have frost armor, so it's like either way. The Ashenvale event starts in 8 minutes. If we could get this, and I mean, otherwise we have to wait for the Hearthstone. The Ashenvale summon is about as good as it's gonna get. And I do need the Rallying Cry. I would like to get the Rallying Cry before tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna unboon. Probably when we start doing stockades. I don't know if we're gonna do it for stockades or if we're gonna do it for the first raid and then just immediately go into stockades. I mean, it's only 2 hours, but I mean, 2 hours of stockades, you can get a ton of runs in. Might even be too fast, to be honest. I mean, we did it with like like 3 geared BFD people in like 13 minutes. So I think if you have a whole if you have a whole group of pumpers, you can go in there and blast. The thing is, my wife plays Feral, so any melee person that comes with us is also gonna smack. No, we need to get this. We need to get this Ashenvale summon. Uh, I don't know. I thought Felwood was the worst one with it being dead center with all that deaths, but this is because like you would think, oh, it's close, just straight line, but there's nothing there. So you have to run back around every time. And I don't think there's ever going to be not a ton of Nagas around. Like there's not gonna be like a little section where it's like, oh, we can we're free to run a little bit more. Like, yeah, look at these dudes. Hey, Rich Thorian Vane, if only. Um, yeah, let's get another one in. Throw the demon armor on. See, we took a hit. Now I don't know about those battle masters in the back. They'll probably slap us. Yeah. Maybe at the end of this, I'll have to rank them. That needs to be my next video. Ranking the coins of ancestry based on how shitty they are to get. Well, at least the Ogremore one's kind of like funny. Or not funny, but you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, you're going inside the enemy base to get it, you know. This is just mm-mm-mm. And the worst part is like this zone has such little mob how do you say, like, uniqueness. It's all the hippogriffs and shit. So it's like you're just dying from this spot all the way across. I've died to the same mob. Just some flying bullshit every time. I'm actually happy to see these Nagas now. At least there's some variety in what's killing me. Sadly, I don't think we'll be able to make this summon. So it was 3 out, 11, 10. Okay. So tomorrow I'll do the Ashenvale at 8 and turn in the mark. So I'll do that at least. Okay. I think we're at like the 4 death territory. Oh man. I don't know if there was some other way to do this. Probably should have done like a little bit more research on like the best route to run for these. Ooh, I don't know. That seems pretty close. I feel like that's less than 3 deaths. That might be a 2 death. That might be the next one, to be honest. I didn't see any more Nagas back there. And how the fuck did people find this back in the day? I mean, this zone is truly, and who knows like when some of the quests were added in here in the first place. 5 spots left. Even if we get on this one, I don't know. We're gonna be cutting it close. That would be sick if we could get the summon from it. If we get, it's gonna look bad when we get the summon with res sickness. But I don't know. Maybe if there's no mobs around this guy, maybe we can at least like get it and then get a summon out. I guess it's not that big. Either way, we're at 10 minutes on the Hearthstone. So what's another 10 minutes when we wasted fucking 30 minutes for getting 1 coin? Oh, there's still so much. Still so many green. But at least we are, I don't know, that looks pretty close. I didn't see that many more mobs ahead of us at this point. So the coast might finally be clear. What can be worse than this one? I really don't know. I really do not know what could be worse than this one. Actually I say that, but I think the Eastern. Let me not fall off. Okay. If I fall off right here, I will legitimately cry. Okay, yeah, it looks like some of the Eastern Plagueland ones might be pretty annoying to get because they're all kind of spread out, which means like even if you have the flight path, you really can't use it to your advantage because you have to get this one first, or at some point you gotta get this one anyways. Maybe I'll get that one last in the Plague Lands. Okay, I don't really see anybody here on the left. Okay, let's not get greedy. Okay, we're not in combat. Oh my god, I think we are good. Ask for an invite. I bet they're probably full at this point. No! That scared the fuck out of me. Oh, I am getting chased. Um, yeah, that's gonna do it. I mean, I guess we'll just wait the 7 minutes at this point. Would have been nice to get this sneaking Ash. It would have been nice for the Ashenvale. Would have been double nice, I should say. You get a free summon out of this shit, and also, I mean, why were you even running back? I was just gonna do it just so I say I had something to do, but like either way, it's gonna be terrible. Okay. Well, I guess this is as good of a place as any to stop the stream for today. But yeah, if anybody's out there watching on YouTube or Kick, feel free to drop a follow, drop a subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. I know today was the most exciting content, but you know, I'll be doing more, especially in the next phase, trying to rate on all the characters, get some good content out there, maybe some good tips how to parse. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, everybody, thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good evening or morning wherever you are. Later.